What's up, kinks? It is NappyFu all up on your screen, and today is a That Nap Life video. When you search for aloe vera natural hair, you see plenty of videos about this wonderful plant. But one thing, even I'm guilty of this too, is not thoroughly discussing the proper preparation for this healing plant. When it's prepped correctly, you can have a very enjoyable experience with it. Well, let's talk about it now. NappyFu checking in. Lego. Aloe vera, also known as burn plants, lily of the desert, plants of immortality, and elephant's gall. This 6,000-year-old plant has over 300 species, but the one that we know, the one that's very popular in the health and beauty world, is the aloe barbadensis, okay, or barbadensis, however you want to say it. Aloe vera. Now, what is the reason that everyone is so into aloe vera? Everybody, from mommy to daddy to cousin to uncle to grandpa. Well, let's start with the inside. The gel and the juice found in the inside has become a very popular herbal remedy that helps to treat anything from skin issues to digestive problems, okay? This plant has a lot of great vitamins in it. As far as the beauty work goes, it helps to hydrate our skin and clear it up. It has vitamin A, E, and 7 of the 8 essential amino acids. Now, this is the part that I really want y'all to know about, the side effects of aloe vera, okay? Now, we already said the gel is the best part, right? So that part is generally safe. We not worried about that part right there. We worried about what comes in the green part, the leaves, known as the aloe latex. It's that yellow, jelly, mucus looking part. That is the part you want to be like, holla, 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 holla. Now, I've seen some people use the entire leaf. And that's the part that makes it be like, are they not aware of the aloe latex? Because that's where the yellow part lives in the leaf, the green part of it. So when taken internally, you have issues like cramps, diarrhea, cancer, kidney failure, and so much more. So do your research before you start eating all that stuff, okay, y'all? Now, externally, have you ever experienced itchy skin? It could be because of the aloe latex, also known as Aloin, okay? So before you start dismissing the aloe vera plant saying, I ain't got time for it, girl, let's just get that yellow stuff out and you be A-okay, I assume. All right, so here we are. Now, the first thing you always want to do with your leaf, this is standard. This has nothing to do with the Aloin part. You want to always clean this sucker, okay? You can wear your gloves to protect you from these little ridges out here, little spikety wikities. You get spiked by one of these, it hurts a little bit, I ain't gonna lie. So if you know you're just not about that life, wear them gloves. All right, so I did pull out a brand new sponge for this part, but I do have a confession. A lot of times the sponge I'm using to clean my dishes be the same one I used to clean this too. I ain't gonna lie, y'all. I ain't gonna lie. I pulled out a whole new one for just for the aesthetics of this video. But anywho, so I'm cleaning it. I think best practice is to use a whole new sponge. So I'm just gonna encourage that. All right, it's shiny and new and shiny, and now it's ready to be demolished. Okay. So one rule of thumb that I was taught is that you want to cut everything above, everything in the white part. Everything below the white, keep it, use it, maneuver it, whatever you want to do. Everything below the white, cut it. Let it go. Let it go. Hey. Okay, anyway. So we're going to cut this sucker very gently. I'm not sure why I'm holding it like that, but it's kind of weird. And let it go. Now, there's gel in there. You might feel compelled to grab that. But let it go. And this is the part we definitely want to let go. This yellow highlighter, mucus, icky wookie, tookie, palookie. This ain't your best friend. You're not invited to the cookout. Member of the aloe team right here. We're gonna have to let this one go. It's dragging the team down. Okay, let me stop, y'all. Sorry. But yeah, this is the part that possibly could be causing itchy scalp for some of y'all, you know, if you happen to include any of this in there. So this is what I like to do. Cleaning option number 1. Now, this first option is very, very simple, very straightforward. Even a caveman can do it. Okay, sorry. Anyway, I'm going to take a container. This container is actually from a Thai restaurant, no, Vietnamese restaurant. If you ever ordered pho to your house, that's the container the broth comes in. Okay, so nothing special, just some regular tap water. Just throw that sucker in there. And as you can see, it fits perfectly with my aloe vera leaf. And I put it into that container and I let it drain upside up. That's it. Upside up. I let this sucker drain. Now, what was recommended is for at least 30 minutes. Me being who I am, I go 24 hours. I go the very next day is when I will use this. So if it's not fully 24 hours, it's definitely more than 30 minutes. I let it set like that, okay? 24 hours later is when I'll come back and clean it, or is when I come back and use it, okay? One reason I started the whole 24 hours for me, because I was doing 1 hour and call it a day, because this is it after an hour, y'all. After 1 hour, this is how my water's looking. So I figured, you know what, let me just be extra, extra safe. And I just started doing it for 24, because I feel like if this was coming out after an hour, I can only imagine that the rest will be out by 24 hours, right? So let me just go ahead and restart this. And again, I'll leave it for 24, but as you can see, after 1 hour, you get quite a bit that comes out. So pick your time that works for you and stick to it. Speaking of sticking to, can we stick together? Okay, join Team Kinks, hit the subscription button and the notification bell right next to it so you are notified the next time I'm all up on your screen. Thanks in advance. Now, I want to go into cleaning option number 2. Once again, your girl is extra. I actually do both of these options because I just, just want to make sure I be careful, you know what I'm saying? Might be too much for some of y'all, which is fine. Option number 2, you can actually just start with. You really could. I really could just do option number 2 and call it a day. But I wouldn't be myself if I did something like that. I must do the extra. All right, so I'm cutting off the part I don't need. What you see me shaving off right now, the shaving off the thorn part, is the section I am going to use, okay? So after I do that, now let me show y'all real quick. After I did the first option and drained it for like 24 hours, this is how much yellow stuff that, well, Aloin came off. Now remember, the first time I did this, it was quite a bit. Now, barely anything, but there's still something there, right? And I want it to go. Babagida must go. Sorry, anyway, let's go back. All right, cut it up into small little sections. Notice how I'm chopping it up, okay? I'm chopping it like little cylinders, and I'm placing it upside up again. There goes my water. I'm gonna put the water in there again, make sure it's upside up, and let it drain once again. And yes, as you know, I don't do just 130 minutes. I go 24. The remaining that I'm not going to use, as you can see, I just folded it up. All right, 24 hours later, technically 48 hours later, finally, it is ready. I said it's ready. I said it's ready like confetti on the chair. Okay, sorry, y'all. Woo, I don't know how y'all deal with me. All right, look at the water. The little bit of yellow that was left over, that's what's in it. That's why I like the water option. I can see the yellow come out. You can do this without any water, y'all. Y'all can drain it without any water. But it just looks so much, better when you have the water. You can see it. I just like to see it, I guess. Now let's go ahead and get into the, might as well just do the whole thing, right? So here we go with the blending method that I use. Again, this is what works best for me. NappyFu. Into the A to the PPYFU. But I'm not really cursing you out. Okay, so when it comes to blending it, of course, just get yourself a little blender. The one I use, I think it's by Ostera or one of them people, nothing major. It is a 900-watt blender. I do like these mainly because of my smoothies, not really for like hair products, stuff like that. Anywho, I like to peel it with my fingers. I don't know. I think when I soak it, it makes the leaf even easier to take off. So I don't need to use a knife. I just use my thumbs or my nail, baby, as you can see. And that thing slides. Look at that. Oh, come on, sliding right off. Come on. Yeah, you almost there. Yep. Okay. Sliding. Yep. There we go. Okay. So yeah, it comes comes right on off of there. So yeah. So just peel the leaf as you see fit, as you are comfortable doing. I do like the way that I do it. It just something about that ooey gooey feels good in your fingers too. I don't know. Just something about it. Woohoo! I don't know. So anyway, these leftover leaves, because I know there's no Aloin left over, I feel even more comfortable using it on my face. So now here we go. When it comes to blending up the gel, I don't like just to hit blend and let it flow. I actually do the pulse option. So I'm consistently pressing it, one at a time. Like Naptra 85 says, it's almost like you're poking little holes in it, letting it become more gel-like, more slimy, if you will. Don't go overboard like I did, okay? I don't want it to become watery. I want it to keep that gel form as long as possible. So the more foamy it is, the better to me. Now here we are, straining. Now this is the part that we know is a headache. When it's not strained well, what happens? Team Kinks, what happens? You get all this white crap in your hair. And us kinky hair girls, that is like a nightmare, okay? So I found this item that has taken care of all of that for me. It has changed my life. Can I give a testimony real quick? I have used the knee-high option. I have used a regular strainer, but nothing gets the pulp out like this beauty right here. It is known as the milk bag, y'all. A milk bag people use when they want to make their own almond milk or cashew milk, any type of nut milk. Is a nut milk bag. This sucker strains my gel, whether it's flaxseed, whether it's the aloe vera gel, whether I'm making a DIY deep conditioner and I'm using avocado in it, all those things that will leave particles in your hair if not strained right. This gives it no, like this shows those things no what mercy. No mercy, okay? So as you can see, I just pour it right in there. And like you would with the knee high or anything else, drain it. Just drain it on out, squeeze it on out. And yo, I'm telling you, I do this twice, but really one time is cool. But of course, you know, in true NappyFu form, I gotta be extra. So I do it more than one time, okay? So that's the first time. I pour it back into my bowl or into my container, my blender cup, and then I pour it into the bag again, as you can see, and just drain it one more time. One more time. Just be extra sure. And after all of that, look how much, look, all of that would have been inside of contour. Disrespectful. But the milk bag said, not today, not tomorrow, and not ever. It gets it all out. All right. And that's it, y'all. I put in my little applicator bottle, okay? And we're just going to get to applying. So yes, y'all, don't sleep on these unconventional ways. I would not have thought about the milk bag. I was just on Amazon. I saw it and I said, let me give this a try. And it has changed my life. Thank you. Thank you, God. Won't he do it? Oh, anyway, so again, this is washable. It is reusable. I do have a link to the one that I use in the description box, so check it out, kinks. All right, and now it is time to apply this pulp-free, okay, aloe vera treatment. Now, keep in mind that this is a treatment, y'all. I know for relatability, some people in their videos, they call it a pre-poo, but it's really I mean, it is a step you do before pre-poo, but it's not your pre-poo as in, it can't replace the step of the oil. In the beginning, I've showed y'all the oil I was still going to use for the pre-pooing, but the aloe vera is a pre-treatment. It's definitely something that treats your hair prior to shampooing, but aloe vera, this step you can actually do anytime. You can do it after you wash, before you wash, during your wash, however you want. So yeah, it's more of a pre-treatment. Just want to kind of make that clear. Pre-poo, what qualifies a pre-poo technically is an oil that penetrates to the hair shaft and protects it from what we call hydro fatigue. I have many videos about this, so make sure you check out my playlist. I'm going to put a link in the description box and in the right hand corner, so make sure you check it out. But yeah, just work that sucker in. I definitely focus it towards the scalp quite a bit, and then I'll take it down my kinks, okay? Doing this over time consistently. I personally have not been as consistent as I should be. You know, sometimes you just don't practice what you preach, but you should, right? But anywho, so after all of that, you know, plastic bag it up. I let the plastic bag be in my head for a couple of hours, and after that, I took it off at night and let the whole treatment just sit overnight. I started off with 6 ounces, and I ended up using a total of 3 ounces. And now we have come to the nap chat question of the day. Do you use aloe vera gel or juice in your regimen? If so, let us know how it has helped your natural hair journey. I also want to know, to those who do use aloe vera, was today's video helpful to you? Let me know in the comment box below. Trust me, your response will definitely help another kink out. Thanks in advance. I hope you enjoyed today's video. If you did, please go ahead and help your girl out by hitting that subscribe button, and make sure you hit the bell right next to it so you can be notified the next time that I am all up on your screen. Also, if you're bored during the week, come on and hang out with me on Instagram, Snapchat, Facebook, all of that. And I will catch up on the next one. Until you see this kinky health girl all up on your screen once again, remember, my sister, my brother, my cousin, my friend. In order to have healthy hair, you got to do healthy things consistently, no matter how hard it is, okay? Now, before checking out, deuces. If I told you you were, if I told you you were, if